Coach Smith has to kind of keep all charted out in terms of the team reps, how many guys they're already getting and those things, and we kind of evaluate as we go kind of week to week. I think with everybody, and I really mean this, in the first 2 practices we divide up between, for the most part, the old guys, more veteran guys, and the younger guys, but it's not just clear cut. We need some older guys in some of the younger practices to kind of show that's how they do it. And so we do that so everybody can get more reps, so we can slow our teaching down. And then, really in the first week, the second week, we got to get certain guys who deserve more reps from what they've done in the past. But it truly is still a city chart. I mean, we're trying to evaluate everybody and figure out who's going to help us. And this guy might not be quite ready right now, but another month, you think, wow, this guy can do some things. So all those things in mind.
Coach, you lose quite a bit of leadership on the defensive side of the ball. Danny Shelton, Shaq Thompson, Howard Takaha, all kind of leaders. Do you have guys that you see that can step into their roles as leaders on this team?
Yeah, I think so. We will. I mean, I think all the leadership thing always starts with the coaches and get these guys to play like we want them to play. And kind of the leadership thing starts through example, and those kids gain credibility as they make plays. But we have some seniors that'll be out there, and a couple of our linebackers, Tommy and the D line, have been around here for a while. Guys really respect. And so when Buddha's played a lot, when he was a sophomore. Sydney's been out there for quite a bit, and so we got some guys, and that's part of the evolution of the whole thing, and that's what kind of makes it exciting to see these guys step up and not only play better, take a leadership role.
What are your values as quarterbacks? Is there one trait that stands above for you in determining who's going to get that job?
No, there's not one. There's a handful of things.
What's most important? Is there anything like top 3 of the most important that?
Well, we said a lot. We're into accuracy, we're into decision making. But also just not making a real negative play. We've had those guys that can make some plays, but then every 10th play is something real negative to put the rest of our team at disadvantage. So it's a combination of all those type of things.
How do you balance the short-term and long-term aspects of your team? It's not freshman tag, freshman one of them to start. How do you balance that going forward in terms of long-term path of the program?
Yeah, and you figure those out. I mean, you're trying to figure out who's ready to play now. Things always change. I think our job as coaches is always to continue to evaluate. If we're not doing that, then we're not doing our job. And if it's one guy, the other guy is not shut out. The other guy's going to get more opportunities. But a guy behind him is still going to be evaluated. He's still going to get his chances and keep improving. I mean, this thing's never over.
Coach, practice starting tomorrow. Can you maybe give us some guys to keep an eye on that great off seasons or some positions to keep an eye on?
I think that's what's really intriguing about this whole thing. I mean, we have so many new, young, guys that we're as excited to go watch them as you probably are. You've heard all these things, and I think as a team in general, I think they had a good summer from what's been reported to us. But again, that's not necessarily playing football. It's a lot of lifting weights, that's a lot of running, that's running up in the stadium. And that matters, that builds a nice foundation, but it's not playing football. And so, I think there's a handful of guys that had really good summers in terms of what Coach Saha would say. And I think so much of what we do around here starts and ends in the weight room, in terms of mentality. But again, it's not football, and it's time to go play football. So you can ask me that question in a week, and I'll give you a better answer. Well, I wouldn't focus on the quarterbacks, so don't even watch those guys. Okay? That'll narrow things down for you. Go everywhere else but there.
Hey, what kind of role do you envision for Travis Feeney? I mean, he's kind of the one senior guy who's got some starting experience at linebacker. Where do you see him kind of fitting in that group?
Yeah, I'm excited for Travis. I mean, a little bit like I was, for Howley and Danny, and I'm not putting the cart here before the horse and talking about it. I'm just talking about a senior who's played a lot of football, that has a lot of potential. It's done some very good things. I think the same thing about Corey Littleton. I'm really anxious to watch these guys. And I hope next level. If they do, they're going to be really standout players in this league. And it's really going to be a big key to our success for guys like that to take that next step. And if they do, like you said, they're going to be impact players in this really, really good conference we play in.
Travis mentioned he might get a look at Buck linebacker. Is that something you're looking at?
Yeah, and so we'll move guys around and try to get as much speed and playmaking ability on the field, and that's what it is. And we know that bump position, if it's played right, it's going to make a lot of plays. And so it really is. It's kind of an interesting position because it's very much a hybrid. It's probably a big outside linebacker type guy, and that's what Travis is. So we'll see how he adapts.
Chris, from a year ago, what did you learn, you and your staff learned about operations in this place that is different, will make you a little bit different this year?
Well, I think just like you say, I think the second go around going through it, I think we'll be more efficient with how we practice and how we do everything, and not everything of although we pride ourselves in kind of going back to square one and here we go again. I think we can move a little more quickly and hopefully get to the details of the program, and that the guys will know what's coming in terms of some of the meetings that I have, and embrace it and get it and understand it, as well as our schemes and how we do all those things. And so, I talked to another one of my buddies that's in the NFL, and they're going on year two too. They've been practicing a few days. Same thing. It was a lot different here too.
And was there anything in particular that surprised you about last year coming to Washington? What might be considered a small program?
What was the last part of that?
What might be coming from a program that might be considered smaller?
Yeah, I don't really consider the program I came from, like that. I really don't. And I think, like I say, there's a lot of things where we came from that we're trying to get implemented in terms of like how we do things and just getting everything going. There's so much to be said for continuity. We got our staff back. We'll start with that, and everybody's back, and feel great about that. And I think we're really on the same page as the staff, and I think our players are going to be more on the same page as a team, and away we go.
Obviously, it's a lot of talk here building up to the return forward team. It's a big deal over there, of course. Do you sense maybe the guys here, players here, sort of sense that too, that this is a little bit different, or
I don't
did they
know.
talk to you about that?
No, we've had zero conversations about that at all. In my mind, we're a ways away from that game, and we always just need to concentrate on ourselves. That's really what it's about. We're just trying to get our guys to be able to play the best football that we can play. Heck, we know they're going to have a really good team, and so we're not worried about that. We're trying to worry about we can have a really good team.
Can you talk about how much different this camp will be as opposed to last year? Last year, you always used the term bankable reps, and a lot of guys didn't have them. It seemed like they had to do a lot of teaching and install.
Yeah.
How much different is it this year?
Yeah, it's going to be very similar. I think it's going to be really, really similar. Like I said, I think the second time around, I think the whole things really sink in a little bit quicker, a little bit deeper. And that's what it's all about. It comes down to the details. It comes down to the fundamentals, being ingrained, where there's not a lot of thinking with our fundamentals. That's just, we've been doing this for over a year with a lot of these kids, and so we're really making progress there. And in terms of assignments and schemes and techniques, we can get to the details. That's what it always comes down to, is the details of the game. So if we can operate there, the really good teams make it look simple. It's like, boy, this isn't very complicated, but we really understand what they're doing. We're taking care of so many little details, and it does seem simple.
Chris, what about the second time around in the Pac-12? Did you learn anything about this league that